All right, chapter 2. So where did I leave off at? That's why I'm here, so I can tell you my story. But I came home, and what happened was, right. So came home, grew into like a perfectly normal kid, really. Like to play, like to go outside. I mean, not as much because I was a little hefty kid, but still like to go out, still like to have fun. During the time now, if you remember from chapter 1, I talked about how I came up in a God fearing family, not just a God fearing family, but also a God believing family as well. My father's became a minister during that time, well, really before that time, and 30 some odd years later now, still today, he's still pastoring. One of the things that I would do when I was younger is I would come home every Sunday. I would throw on my choir robe and throw a little sprinkle a little water on my face, stand in front of the mirror, and I would repreach his sermons again. Of course, he would be like, "Oh gosh, what is going to happen with this one?" But I was very active in the church. I sang on a choir. At one time, I was even on the missionary board, even, being as young as I was, one of the junior ushers. But one of the thing that I loved the most was singing. I absolutely loved singing, and I had some lungs on me when I was younger. I mean, I could like carry the entire alto section myself, and loved it. Every time I turned around, people would ask me to sing something. That's one of the things that I love doing, and stayed within music. And by the time I was the age of 10, that's when I decided that I wanted to play the drums. Of course, my mother was like, "No, we're not bringing that in here." Because at the age of 7, I also took up piano. I don't know how to play now. It sounds like elevator music. So I mean, if you have a elevator, you need a piano plate, then hit me up. I got you. Anyway, so by the age of 10, I started playing the drums. And I used to sit there and beat on popcorn cans. Let's rewind it real quick. So, rhythm has always been a part of me because even when I was like tiny, like maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3, I don't know. I was a little toddler. Anyway, my parents used to live in an apartment, and there was a party going on one night, and they had just put me down for bed, and my parents were like, "Oh gosh, he's probably awake." Well, to their surprise, they opened up the door, and I was literally standing on the side of the crib inside, bouncing to the music. So I was destined to play drums as well. So fast forwarding back to where we are, where I'm starting to play drums in the church, and it's so funny because I really feel like the age of 10 is like the weird years for some reason. Things start changing, and once I got behind the drums, this little blossoming, um, you know, bubbly, full of energy kid just like got shy, and I no longer wanted to sing. Every time they would say, "Can you sing?" I'd be like, "No, I don't want to sing." So I started playing the drums. I've been playing for, she's still over, has it been 30 some years now that I've been playing. But then continue from elementary school into middle school. And middle school happened.